morning, back from Waikiki. We are headed off on our kind of like history tour day today. We're going to the Iolani Palace and Pearl Harbor, which, as you know, for me as a history teacher, I am super excited about, but I cannot bring the vlogging camera. So I'm starting the vlog right here, and then from here on out, it's going to be on my phone for today, and I'm going to take you along as much as I possibly can. But yeah, we got back from Iolani last night, went right to bed because we were exhausted. But yeah, really excited to be back in Waikiki at our resort and off to check out some really exciting, interesting, famous places. Let's go. What if we got hot dogs? We just got our malasadas, which are Portuguese donuts from Leonard's, and Leonard's has like a ton of good reviews. So Peter just went right in. We got original cinnamon, chocolate filling, and then custard filling. So I'm gonna try. Ooh, they do say they're gonna be hot. They really are. They are hot, and they're rolled in sugar. Let's do a little taste test. That's good. in our Jeep for the last like little bit of time that we have left in it, because we are about to go take it back to the airport. Okay, real quick, because I am so bad about vlogging when we get back to the room, I thought we'd just hop in while we are still in our Jeep for a little bit of time, talk about our stops that we went on for today. We started today at Iolani Palace. I previously, when we started this vlog, called it Iolani Palace, and we learned that that is not how you say it. It is Iolani. We did a self-guided tour with the audio tours. I know that I've heard people say that their guided tours are really good, but I honestly felt like the audio tour was also really, really good. I don't feel like we missed out on anything. I mean, I guess I wouldn't know because we didn't do the guided tour.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
Yeah, we learned a lot. It was really, really
Was there any guided tour
interesting.
while we were there?
I thought there was one at the end, but they didn't have anything on the schedule for today. Otherwise, I think I would have booked it. Really, really, really interesting stuff. We weren't allowed to take any videos, but I took a bunch of photos, so I'll put some in here, or if I have already put them in already, then you've already seen them. But just a really beautiful place, a lot of really intense history, like beautiful history, but then also like moments of like complicated history, especially with like United States and other like European involvement. But really, really cool. Highly recommend doing that if you have the time when you're out in Hawaii. Then we went to Pearl Harbor, which obviously is just something that I feel like as Americans we hear so much about, so it felt like something that we really wanted to go out there and see. Very, very thoughtfully done. I felt like the memorial was. We did do the reservation system. Highly recommend doing that because they had like a walk-up system, but I do think you had to pay more than what I paid for online. Through the National Park Service, and I can like put this in the description too if people are really interested, but through the National Park Service you can just pay for like a time slot on the boat that takes you to the actual USS Arizona Memorial. I paid $1 for both of us, and that took us right over. So highly recommend that. That was great. We went through the museums. We did the Walk of Remembrance, I think it was called, which was really nice. Just kind of like took you through everything. Yeah, it was just like, that was a little bit more of like a sombering experience than I would say that Iolani Palace tour was. Just very kind of different ends of the spectrum of Hawaiian history. But yeah, really, really good morning and afternoon of kind of exploring history and things like that. Then we went and, as you saw, got Leonard's Bakery, got our malasadas. They were so good. We still have a bunch left. We'll probably have them for breakfast tomorrow, but we're gonna go and drop off the Jeep, and I'm so heartbroken about it because I have loved this car. And then tonight we are going to do the Hilton fireworks. We're gonna go watch those on Waikiki and then go to Duke's, either for a later dinner or maybe dinner at their Barefoot Bar. It kind of depends on what we can get. So yeah, that's the plan, and we'll take you along with us once we get back to Waikiki. Okay, we are leaving the room now after our midday little break in coffee because it is Friday night in Waikiki, which means it is fireworks night. And I'm still vlogging on my phone because I just didn't want to bring out the camera today. But yeah, so we're gonna head down to Hilton Hawaiian Village because they do fireworks every Friday night. We did a little outfit change for some photos on the beach, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna order room service to the room for dinner tonight because that just feels like the vibe. But let's go to the beach by Hilton Hawaiian Village to snag a good spot. guys. We just had a little refreshing rest, change into some new clothes, but I realized that I never even talked to you guys about what we did this morning. I've been very chaotic at vlogging this trip, which I think is a sign that it's been a good trip. We went and hiked Diamond Head today, which is a non-active volcano, but like a crater, and it was one of the coolest things. The views were amazing. We booked the hike for sunrise, so that we could see like the sun rising, obviously, and it was just the most beautiful thing. Highly recommend. And now we are just going to head off and do a little bit of shopping in some of the stores that we have not gotten to in the International Marketplace and on the Waikiki streets. So let's go. Okay, we are back from shopping, and we did not find what I was looking for, which was a little like Hawaii like block letter vintage tee, but we did find some gifts for my family, so that's nice. We are now going to head out to the beach for a little bit. We have a sunset catamaran sail tonight, so we're gonna go to the beach, hang out for a little bit, come back here, and then change, and then head off to go and do that. But we really just wanna milk as much beach time as possible in our last 2 days here. Really just like a day and a half. Honestly, tomorrow's like maybe 3/4 of a day. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I have a new swimsuit on from Target. I'm wearing this cover up from Forever 21. I have a little claw clip in. I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's the fit. And let's go off to the beach.
will shine down upon you. Free falling.
Okay, it's our last day, so I thought I'd do a little room tour. We were room 1125 at the Club Wyndham Waikiki Beach Walk. So you have these little wristbands. You can use them to open the door, but they also get you discounts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna open our door. Right when you come in, you have a really nice kitchen. They actually just told us that this room was very recently updated, like only 2 weeks before we got here. So you can definitely tell once I get into the other room. But the kitchen is super nice, full-size sink. We had a coffee machine with some coffee. Let's see, we had an oven, we didn't use that. Fridge, we did use that. Microwave, and then this was really coming in handy because we had a pair of scissors to cut off tags and stuff like that. So let's keep going. As you look to the right as you come in, there is a closet in here. This is where the iron and the ironing board were. We have the iron out right now because we were just using it. And then a bunch of hangers and a safe in the back. And then as you make your way over here, you have laundry. This was so helpful during our trip. We loved having this, so that was super nice. Washer and dryer. Then as you come in, they have this nice little like purse or coat hanger. I used it to store all of my purses, which was really handy. And then a little dining area. There's also some bar stools on the back end of the little countertop. But we ate here quite a few times, and a nice little framed picture. Let's see if I can get this light on, because this light is really pretty. There it is. It's so pretty, so modern. Love it. And then artwork in the back. And then as you come over here, I believe actually this couch pulls out. We never actually tested it, but I think it does. And then it has a lamp, 2 little tables, a chair, cute little rug, and then TV and a TV stand. And then this area opens out to its own balcony where you have a chair and a table. And over here we had a view of the ocean over there, right here. And then when it's not cloudy, you can also see the ocean a little bit over here. And here is Diamond Head in the back, which is super cool. So that's the living room area. Here's the view from over here. It was so huge. If you come back here, this door opens into the bathroom. So here we have shower. They came with shampoo, conditioner, body wash. We brought the loofah, but we don't need it anymore, so we will probably throw it out before we go. There's another door that leads the bathroom into the bedroom, which I also thought was super nice. And then here you have hair dryer, body lotion and hand wash, and then just like a little vanity, tissues. There's me. And then those are the towels that we've used, toilet and jacuzzi tub, which was so nice. I loved using that. And then you make your way into the bedroom, which is also huge. They have this huge mirror here, full length, with like a little shelf in the middle that I didn't actually use, but nice. Nightstand. There's some artwork on the headboard here, and then lamps also built into each nightstand. The bed, of course, which I think is actually a king. It's really huge. TV and TV stand here with drawers, or dresser, I guess. We did use the drawers, and that was super helpful. Then there's also this little wardrobe over here, which I loved. A fun little touch. Some more hangers in here, just like right in the bedroom. And then some more on this side as well. And then this is where you could find like extra pillows and blankets if you wanted to use that pull-out bed. And then they also had 2 drawers down here, and they both just open. And I think that was it in here. And then this room has its own balcony. It's not connected to the other one, which we were a little disappointed about, but that's okay. Chair and table again, and then again, I could go all the way outside. Actually, I probably should go outside just to show you. There's that view of the ocean and Diamond Head over there. Overall, it was such a nice room. We really loved it. Yeah, that's our room tour. Good morning. It is our last day in Waikiki, so we are just packing up the room. I just filmed a room tour. I think I'm going to, okay, crazy hair. I think I'm going to put it in this vlog, but it might also go in the first vlog. I'm not sure. I think it's gonna go in this whatever this video ends up being, because honestly, my vlogs from Hawaii, I feel like, are just the most chaotic thing, but that's okay. We're gonna work with what we've got. So yeah, it's our last day. Our flight is at 8 p.m. tonight, so we want to get to the airport around like 4-ish, which is like earlier than we normally want to get to the airport, but Hawaii does like agricultural inspections to make sure that you're not bringing anything back to mainland that shouldn't be there. So we just want to give ourselves a little bit of extra time for that. But that gives us a good amount of time to go to the beach one more time. That's our plan. And then we have not gotten poke yet on this trip. So we definitely need to make sure that we make a stop to go and get that, because we can't have that, not having it before we leave. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. We really loved this room and I'm really sad to be leaving it. But I'm just sad to be leaving Hawaii in general, honestly. I need to sit down. I feel like I'm standing. This was just like the most perfect of perfect vacations. And so I'm really, really bummed out to be heading away and going back to real life. But that just means that we'll just have to come back. That's just our plan here. But I'm going to actually put the vlogging camera away for the rest of today because we have to pack it up with our luggage. But I will be vlogging on my phone. So stay tuned. All good things coming. And I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Alright, we've made it to the beach. We have our Starbucks. The only time we've gotten Starbucks this whole trip, because I was insistent on going to different coffee shops, but we didn't really have a choice today because we just wanted to get to the beach and Starbucks is the one that's closest. So I got a pumpkin spice latte, which I would normally, if we were home, have absolutely had by now, but have it today. And I have to say, fall in Hawaii, I could probably get used to this. Maybe I should just stay. And Peter's got his little Maui chips. We're gonna go on the beach. We're on the beach. We're gonna go in the ocean in a little bit.